Hey, they're going to be doing 3 reviews on the Cree XM-L flashlights. They were all rated at 1600 lumen, but after looking into a little further, I think they might have come in around like 1,000 or so, 1,000 lumen. So the first one here, I got this one intended to use on my bicycle, so it came with this nice little attachment to put on the bike, but I ended up using it for my piccaninny rail here, which fit really well. It's got this nice little thin area, so it was able to fit on there pretty well. For this flashlight, it comes in at 4.6 inches, really small, but really bright though. It uses the 18650 battery, a lot bigger than the AA battery. Just takes one of those, so it's rechargeable. Really bright, like I said. It's got the high, medium, low, and strobe and SOS for this flashlight. And then for the next flashlight over here, it's a little bit bigger, comes in 5.4 inches. Same thing, 1600 lumen. Little push button back there. This one has the zoom capability, which has a higher concentrated light, and then the wide angle light when you push it back in. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. Really bright as well. Has the high, medium, low, and strobe along with the SOS. So I got this one to kind of replace the smaller one to fit in this one, so that'll fit in there. And then next one is same thing, 1600 lumen, also zooms in and out, and also has high, medium, low, strobe, and SOS. This one takes 2 of the 1865 batteries, and this one only takes the one along with the smaller one. This is a really great flashlight. It's pretty, it's got a good length on it. This one's comes in at 7.6 inches, maybe 7.8 I think it was, and then when extended it goes around to the 8 inches area. Same thing, it zooms in and out for the high concentrated beam. So for prices, you got the smaller one with the little bicycle attachment. I think I got this for $8. This one did come from Hong Kong, so I waited a little bit longer. I think the flashlight itself, if you want to wait, or if you just get it, just the flashlight itself, that'll be $8 as well. You might be able to find it in the States. This one right here, the middle one, I think I got that one for around $7 to $8 as well. And then the bigger one I got for $12. All relatively cheap, for a high concentrated LED flashlight, which I think is a pretty good deal. I did a comparison video as well, going with the 3800 flashlight to compare between the small one, medium size, and then the larger size, and then the extra large size here. So you'll get to see the comparison between the 38 and then the 1600 lumen flashlights. If you have any questions, comment, concerns, let me know. Alright, so here's the night version of the flashlights. The first up is going to be the Cree 3800 lumen one with the 3 LED. And this is on high mode. As you can see, it gets out pretty far. And then low mode. Oh, sorry, that's low mode. And then strobing, SOS, and then back to high. So you see, that one's pretty bright. It's got a lot of concentrated beam going into the center, and then has overall, pretty good, coverage of the area and whatnot. And then up next is the smaller version, 1600 lumen one. This one covers a good just area in general, and then this also has the zoom as well. So the zoom, it allows it to be more concentrated and allows it to go a little bit further out. So as you can see, a lot more concentrated, but then your scope is a lot more, tinier, but it's a little bit brighter, and it goes a little further out, depending on the distance and the clarity. So that's high, low, strobe, and then SOS. And up next is a little small one. Should be 1600 lumen as well. And it's gonna be the same thing. It has wide scope, viewing, and then can go into the the smaller version. This one can go about the same distance as the other one, I think. Just a little bit more compact. And then same thing with strobe, low, and SOS again. Just a little more compact. And then last is the little mini version, the bike version. I think this one's a little bit brighter than the other two, the smaller ones. But this one doesn't have the ability to zoom in or out. It just has the wide mode. But medium, low, strobe, and then SOS. But yeah, this one was meant for the bicycle, but I just ended up putting on another setup. But all pretty good flashlights, as you can see. They work pretty well on at nighttime. So, yeah. All right, here's going to be some side-by-side. It's going to be the 3800 lumen one versus the taller 1600 one. So one first is the 1600 lumen one, and then up next is going to be the 3800 one. So as you can see, the 3800 one's a little bit brighter in the center, but then once you get a zoom in, you can kind of see it a little bit. It's a little bit brighter, but a lot, less scope, as I said before. But that's those two side by side. So 1600 and 3800. 16 and 38. And then, like I said, the other ones were pretty much comparable. So I'm just going to do the mini one, and then the third size one, the one that was just on. So that's the mini one on right now, and then the other 1600, the taller one. But in my opinion, as you can see, the little bit different right there to the left. So that's the other one, the 1600 bigger version, and then the 1600 smaller one over here to your right. So a little bit difference.